A clandestine terror network exposed. Israeli citizens accused of moving weapons and money for Hamas, all coordinated from Turkey. Mass arrests sweep across the West Bank, helicopters strike from above, and journalists are detained as Israeli forces press deeper into Palestinian towns. Israeli security services say they have uncovered a network of Israeli citizens allegedly working on behalf of Hamas to move weapons and funds into the West Bank in recent weeks. The Shin announced on November 27th that the group operated from the towns of Kafr Qasem and Rahat and acted under the direction of Ahmed Zarzour, an Israeli citizen currently living in Turkey. According to the Shin Zarzour, originally from Kafr Qasem, is suspected of using family and social connections to recruit local associates and build a covert pipeline for transferring money and arms. The agency says this network was designed to channel resources to terrorist operatives in the West Bank with the intention of facilitating attacks. The suspects were arrested in recent joint operations between the Shin and the Israel police. Officials say indictments are expected in the coming days. Investigators allege that hundreds of thousands of shekels were moved through the network. According to a report by the Jerusalem Post, the money was reportedly sent from Turkey to Israel in cryptocurrencies before being converted into cash by Israeli money changers. The funds were then used to purchase weapons from dealers in the Negev, which were subsequently smuggled into the West Bank. The Shin said several Israeli citizens have been detained for questioning in connection with the alleged operation. The agency emphasized that it views any Israeli involvement in terror activity with the utmost severity and will continue to act to disrupt such networks and prosecute those involved. The announcement comes shortly after Israeli authorities stated that there are no remaining Palestinian fugitives who murdered Israelis still at large in the West Bank. Meanwhile, Israeli forces have intensified operations across the northern West Bank. More than 100 Palestinians have been detained in the Tubas governorate since the IDF and the Shin launched a large-scale operation on the night of November 25th. This figure was provided by Kamal Bani Auda, the regional director of the Palestinian Prisoners Club, who said the number had risen from 60 detainees reported the previous night. According to Bani Auda, 27 detainees were released overnight and some remained handcuffed until reaching their homes. Among those detained on November 26th were two journalists, according to Palestinian media reports. Yazan Hamayel, a correspondent for the independent outlet Al-Fajr TV, and Shadi Jarrara, a cameraman for the Egyptian channel Al-Ghad TV. Al-Ghad confirmed that Jarrara had been detained and later released, while the status of Hamayel remains unclear. Footage published by the Palestinian outlet Sahat appears to show Israeli troops instructing Jarrara, who is carrying a mounted video camera and not wearing a press jacket, to step back as journalists follow troops through an area. The video then shows Jarrara being led by soldiers to a military vehicle. As the operation continues, the Israeli Air Force says it has carried out several helicopter strikes in support of ground troops in the northern West Bank. The military, however, reports no immediate casualties from the strikes. The IDF has also expanded its ground operations to additional towns and villages in the northeastern West Bank, including Tubas, Tammun, and al-Aqaba. Troops are now operating inside the city of Jenin as well.